What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Cam Louie. Today I'm gonna let you guys in, okay? A lot of you guys have been requesting some story times. I don't know what type of story times y'all want me to do, but I'm just gonna start out with my first story time. I know I said I wouldn't do story times until like after I graduate. But so today's Sunday, I don't have a video for tomorrow, so I'm just gonna do the story time for you guys. You guys obviously read the title. You guys know what this video is gonna be about. Crazy times. Like, look at me now, like I'm just chilling. I'm chilling, have a nice bed and shit, laying. And I'm obviously not living in a Motel 6 nor anything close to that. I'm obviously doing good, and that's because I live with my aunt now, and it's been good. Before we get into this video, make sure to drop a like. Let's get this video to 40 likes, because this is the first story time. So I want you guys to get this the heck of likes on this video. I know you guys can do it. Let's get into it.
Too many fans, I done got too many fans, and right when I got me a chance. Too many fans, I done got too many fans, and that's a with a pen. They should again, fall from the hand. I don't inside the whole keep it extend. I was in party, not the land.
Alright guys, so as you guys know, I'm a senior in high school. I'm about to graduate. But back then, in middle school, when I lived with my mom and her boyfriend, we did a lot of moving. So first off, we lived in this trailer, okay? And then like I was in like 7th grade. It was like towards the end of 7th grade when like hella shit started happening. I started noticing some things that were like really weird. That's like never happened before. That's never happened before in my life. Like my mom and her boyfriend started being like really suspicious and stuff like that. Like I didn't know what was going on. And then like stuff like my mom's boyfriend got fired from his job, and then my mom quit from her job because they worked at the same place and she didn't want to do it without him. He got fired, she quit, and then there was obviously no income in the house. I didn't have a job, I was in 7th grade and they weren't making any money, but like shit would happen. And then like they were trying to find a job, but like they couldn't. And I don't know, I just thought it was really suspicious, like stuff like that. And then ever since that happened, ever since they didn't have a job, shit started going downhill. Like, let me tell you, we had food, but we didn't have as much as we used to, obviously. But my mom would always make sure that I had food to eat, even snacks and stuff like that for me and my brother. So yeah, but I wasn't sure how she was getting the money, but I had like an idea. But I guess I'll leave that for another story time. The power, we didn't have no power. Electricity, it was a long time ago. Like, it's hard to remember some stuff, but I remember having no power. We had to run off generators, and then they got in trouble with the landlord. And then I remember getting that eviction notice up on the door. I was like, oh, god damn. Like I wasn't really sure what it was at the time, but then I read it because I was the first one to see it. I'm pretty sure I was the first one to see it. And it wasn't an eviction notice. It was like, you guys have 60 days to get out. That's what we did. We got out. They didn't have any income, so we couldn't rent another house. We had to literally go live with someone else. So first off, after that, we lived with my mom's friend. Her name was Joyce. It was all right living there. I mean, it was Joyce and her like husband, and it was like single house. They have a kid like my age, but he went to go live with his dad or grandpa because he didn't like living with his mom. So that's a red flag. So I was now living there with them. And the room that I had though was like really nice. They had like one of those like basketball things to shoot like for fun, like one of those arcade basketball things. And I was really into basketball. I was playing basketball in school and stuff. So that made me happy. The room was pretty nice. I would never really be home anyway because my mom like let me do like whatever kind of. So I would always be at friends' house, staying the night, you know, chilling. You know, I was with my friends. I was young. I always wanted to be with my friends, play basketball, and it was a small town, so it was all good. So at that house, I remember my mom and her boyfriend Jerry, got in a fight with like the owners of the house or whatever. So Joyce, and I remember Joyce, the owner, hit my mom's boyfriend in the head with like a a baseball bat. I don't know. I remember it was something, and I think he called the cops on her. I don't know. So we got out of there like fast, because obviously we couldn't be there anymore. So that was like crazy. And after that, so now it's 8th grade. I'm in my 8th grade year, last year, middle school. After Joyce's house, we moved into this old lady's house named Eileen. Yeah, it was Eileen. She was like super creepy, and like she's kind of like a nitpick. But I was happy because I had my own room there. It was outside. I was happy that I had a room like that. It was really small, but you know, it was my own little room. The thing about that place that I hated is that I would wake up. I'd take morning showers. Okay, my hair's wet right now. It's because I take morning showers. So I would wake up in the morning. I would take a shower. I would only take like 10-minute showers. The owner would get mad. Eileen would get mad. She would like flip out. She'd be like, "You're using too much hot water, blah, blah, blah." And literally at one point she had no hot water. It was just freezing balls of water, and ooh, I hated that so bad. I would wake up in the morning. It would be cold in my town, and then I would have to take a freaking freezing shower and then walk to school in the cold. I would walk to school and I'd be all frozen. People were like, "Why are you so stiff?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, because I don't have any hot water." That place was really crazy. I remember one time I went to my grandma's house, you know, in a different town. And then we come back to my mom and Jerry, her boyfriend, outside with like all our stuff packed up. Okay, it was all just packed up, and they were like screaming back and forth with Eileen, the owner. Like she was like, she wasn't outside, she was inside, and my parents were outside, and they were like screaming back and forth. It was bad. But at the time, like, you know, I was just sitting back. I was like, ooh, yeah, some drama, like, cause I loved all that stuff. Like, I would love to like just sit back, watch that, and then I would be like, let me at her, let me get her. Yeah, like that. But no, this was pretty serious. Okay, we lived there for a while, and it was going good. And when I left, it was like going good. And I come back, and boom, like everything's like, all our stuff is packed up. And then me and my grandma have to go get my stuff in the house, and she's in there. And I walk through the house, and then I remember I walked through the house, and Eileen was sitting on the couch. I was going to my room, and she was like, "Kenny," and I was like, "What do you want?" And she was like, "Your parents aren't who you think they are." And I was like, "Shut up." Because like, you know me, I was young, defending my mom with everything I had, because like, that's my mom. Like, I'll still defend my mom. Like, that's just how it works. But yeah, she said that, and then like, now I see why she said that, and like, it's true, like what she said, but like still, it's just like whatever, you know. But so I got my stuff, you know, the cops came. I forgot who called the cops, but drugs were involved. Okay, my mom said it was because they didn't sell her drugs this month or something. I don't know. After that, we went to this place called Art and Eddie's. You know, that's the people's name, the owners. Dude, I hated that place. They were hoarders. Okay, they had shit everywhere. They had animals that would like shit on the floor, and they wouldn't clean it up. It was so bad. Okay, so I slept there once. I remember sleeping there once, and I remember waking up, there was a whole bunch of bug bites on me, and I was like, yep, I'm not staying here. I'm not. So like, my mom would be like, maybe you should go to my best friend Logan, to his house for, you know, a while. So that's what I did. My best friend's mom was like my second mom. Okay, I would tell them everything, like what would be going on, and if I could stay for like a week, and yeah, you know, they would let me. While we were at Art and Eddie's, okay, I wouldn't stay there, but 8th grade was like coming to an end, okay? And usually every summer I go up to Arcata to visit my uncle. He's like my brother. He's 18 now. I'll go there, visit him, stay up there for pretty much the whole summer. So that's what I did. I stayed up there. You know, my mom calls me here and there. My mom called me one time telling me my dog died because I guess my dog got ran over. They weren't paying attention to him or something. I don't know. My dog Lily, RIP. So, okay, after that, okay, I was enjoying my stay with my uncle, and I got another call, okay? She was like, Kenny, we're moving to Oklahoma. I was like, hell nah, dog. I was like, I'm not going, I'm not moving to Oklahoma. I'm staying in my town because I grew up with those people. I grew up with my friends. Even though it was a terrible town, I grew up with them. I wanted to be with them. And so I told my mom, no, I'm not going to Oklahoma. She was like, you're gonna go wherever I go because I'm your mom. And I'm like, I'm staying, I'm not going. Okay, and then, you know, my family members, they were like, you can stay with us. You don't have to go with her. But then, like, when I went back to my town, of course, they were in another place, another person's house. Her name was Jessica, my mom's friend. We stayed there for a while. It was, you know, it was all right. The reason I liked that place is because she had like a really cool dog, and it was like a German Shepherd, and like I love those type of dogs, so I kind of liked that place, even though it was kind of like dirty and like druggish, like because there was always random ass people there. But you know, it's chill. I went back there. I kept telling my mom, no, I'm not going to Oklahoma, and we just kept talking about it. And like, of course, I didn't want to leave my mom, but I didn't want to go to Oklahoma either. But like, my mom was crying and stuff, so you know, I had to say like, fine, I'll go. It was whatever, but I'll leave that one for another story. I have so much story times that I could give you guys, so I hope you guys like enjoy my story times because I have a lot of stories to tell. But anyways, Jessica's house, okay, wasn't working out. My mom and her got in a fight or whatever, so we went right down the street, literally like 5 houses down. Okay, there was a Motel 6, trashy ass Motel 6. Okay, it was, that place was terrible. It was like the worst Motel 6 you can think of. Like, it was okay, so we went down there. I straight up hated it. Like I said, I would stay with my friends. Like I couldn't just do that. Like that's not me. I can't do that. So we moved there. We were only there for like a week or two, but I only slept there. I'm pretty sure I only slept there once or twice. So the first night, okay, the room was literally like, so let's see how I can do this. So here's the door, okay? Here's the door. Then you have like a tiny ass like little room area, and then you have a bathroom. That's it. It was like an L shape, but it was so small. Like it was meant for one person, but there was 3 people living in there. Me, my mom, and her boyfriend. Oh, that place was just bad. I remember I was sleeping on the ground, okay, with like bugs and like, oh, it was terrible. But I had my cat Daisy, okay? I have had my cat Daisy. I witnessed her birth twice. She had 5 babies twice, okay? And I literally watched the birth of those kittens, and I also got rid of those kittens by giving them to people, okay? But like, it was amazing. Like that's my cat. That was basically like my daughter, you know? Yeah, the first night, my cat was like really, she hated the place. She was meowing at the door, trying to get out, trying to claw out. She didn't want to be in there. And then we woke up. I remember my mom and Jerry, they were already up. And then like, I'm like, where's Daisy? Where's my cat? And then my mom was like, I accidentally let her out. I opened the door and she just booked it. She ran out. And I was like, and usually like my cat was an outside cat and they would come back, but my cat never came back. Just ran away. She obviously did not like that motel place, and right next to the motel place was a highway, so that was like really scary, okay? So she ran away. I didn't see her for a long time. And after that, after my cat ran away, I didn't stay at the motel anymore. I would stay at my friend's house because it was too small. Literally I would have to like basically sleep with my mom and stuff. Like, no, like I wasn't doing that. So I stayed at my friend's house. But we would always go on bike rides, like me and my friends, because it was a small town and it was fun because there was a lot of hills. So one time we were going up this hill, and then like I see like a dead cat on the side of the road. And I look. It's my freaking cat Daisy on the side of the road dead. And I knew it was her because she had like this weird spot on her face. And I checked it. She had the spot on her face, but like she obviously like got ran over or something. But I mean, it is what it is. That was my cat, dog. I love that cat. Motel 6 was pretty bad, okay? And nobody ever wants to live in a Motel 6, okay? But yeah, those were my middle school times. Those were some crazy times. So I have lots of stories for you guys. If you guys want to hear more, just make sure to like this video and like comment down below, like type of story times, like relationship story times, stuff like that. I probably won't really get into relationship story times until like after I graduate or after I move out. Like, I'm down with these story times. Just like them, comment, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I hope you guys enjoyed my story. All right, guys, stay out of trouble. And if you are living in a Motel 6, I feel your pain, but you'll get through it, and your life will be better someday. See you guys next time, and I am out. Peace.